Kuji, like I said in my opening monologue, does this really have any meaning? The embassy of Khalistan. You might as well have an embassy of La La Land, which gives you a visa or a passport, to the moon or Mars. What is the significance of having something like this? And isn't this the further mockery of the concept of Khalistan?
First of all, we need the fact that such a entity exists is of no real interest or relevance even to the Indian Canadian diaspora. What is of importance is that it has been built with Canadian public funds. That is of great concern because that means that the Canadian government or the Canadian state government, I'm not very clear whether it's state funds or central funds because it's a federation like India, is being misutilized in order to challenge the sovereignty of India, which has close bilateral ties with Canada from pre-independence days and which has a huge, very hardworking Indian Canadian diaspora which has worked towards Canada's prosperity. And this is not the kind of behavior we would expect. Suppose we build, for instance, an embassy of Quebec in Delhi, and we used central government funds to build the embassy of Quebec in Delhi. I don't think the Canadian government would be amused at all. Otherwise, we can ignore it because I remember many years ago there was an embassy of Khalistan in Ecuador, and when we contacted the embassy of Ecuador, they said they were not fully aware of the implications of what it meant because at that time we did not have an embassy of India in Ecuador. We opened an embassy in India and Ecuador, and the embassy of Khalistan in Ecuador just disappeared. It was shut down. So that, in my perspective, is what matters. To understand that the new Canadian Prime Minister still has not understood the implications of Canadian government funds being utilized to fund such activities which is within the Gurdwara. But the Gurdwara funds have not been used, Canadian public funds have been used. That's one very important point. And the other issue is that the Canadian local authorities should talk this over with those who have put up such slogans because it is incompatible with having diplomatic relations with India. If they want to have diplomatic relations with the non-existent state of Kyrgyzstan, which is supposed to be in India, then the Indian government should say that fine, you go ahead and have your diplomatic relations with this non-existent state of Kyrgyzstan, which is not recognized in India, which is not recognized by majority of Indians, including Sikhs all over the world, and forget about your relationship, which is very valuable, including for business and trade, etc., with India. You take your choice. Who do you want to have relationship with? You want to have relations with the Republic of India, or you want to have relations with the non-existent Republic of Kyrgyzstan? That is what we should tell them, and also tell them that we object strongly to public funds being used for what would appear to be Canadian support to secessionist activities outside India about India. That is what bothers me. Not otherwise that a few disparate people decided to do this. That is not what bothers me. What bothers me is the Canadian financial support beneath.